Hey guys, what's going on? Sherman here. Today I'm going to be doing a review on my A.D.D tactical wrist strop. I've had a lot of requests to do this review after I took a couple of pictures on my Instagram page, and this is such a cool product for the knife guy. You know, pretty much anybody watching this video. It is such a simple idea. It's like, why didn't I ever think of this? But it is such a good idea, so simple, and so effective. But these are a custom handmade piece of gear by a knife lover like us in the community. And it is a, I guess like you call it tactical jewelry almost. You know, I actually love wearing jewelry. I know I used to catch hell in my old reviews for wearing a lot of rings, but you know, it is what it is. I love bracelets. I love sometimes necklaces, rings, and whatnot. You know, I always loved wearing paracord bracelets. This is another cool piece of gear that serves a function. So, basically, as you saw in the beginning of this video, what it is a piece of rawhide leather and I believe they call it a chestnut color. Beautiful color. It is a simple piece of leather with a button snap, 2 button snaps to be exact. And, you know, of course, you're wearing it. You're using your knife all day like a lot of us do. Your knife gets dull or, you know, needs to be touched up. You take it off, unbutton this flap, and you can either use it just like that or have it doubled over like I had it. And then you have the bracelet basically inside out. And you can kind of, what I use that to hold it, put that on a flat surface, and you use that plain strip of leather to strop your knives and to touch them up. How cool is that? Such a simple idea, but such a great one. So you can literally, you know, as long as you're wearing this, of course, strop your knife anywhere. So, very cool idea. These currently come in 3 different sizes. The sizes that he sent me to review are medium and large. The large is a little bit big on me. I actually have pretty thin wrists, so the medium fit me fine. I'm not sure what the exact sizes of these are. They're going to go through a few different changes, he said, and the final versions may vary in color. He said they will not have the A.D.D tactical logo. I think that's laser engraved, or not like engraved, but I think it's laser etched or burned into the leather. We said they won't have the logo. The logo will actually be on the inside of the wrist strop, and the sizes will be different. The sizes, he said, are going to run small, which is 5.3 to 6.3 inches, medium, which is 6.3 to 7.3, and large, which is 7.3 to 8.3, and that's, you know, the circumference of your wrist. So you're going to want to measure your wrist. You know, get preferably a tape, not a tape measure, but you know the seamstress, you know, the cloth feeling tape measure things. you see them in sewing kits. I'm drawing a blank as to what they're called. Or you can use a measuring tape and just wrap it around your wrist to kind of figure out what size you want. But he said he's currently trying to dial in the correct, you know, size that'll fit most people. But here is his business card. Rick, super nice guy, contacted me and asked me if I would be willing to do a review on these products he was making. And I said, absolutely. Also, really cool business card. And here is his YouTube and everything, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google+. And he has a website, which is addtactical.com, which I'll post a link in the description to, which is where you can order these. So I believe these are just for pre-order right now. I know that he was supposed to be shipping them out at the end of December, which is what this is, but I'm not sure if they're actually available or if they're still on a pre-order status. But his website is live, and also something really cool about his business card, just thought I'd throw that out there. There's a little thing here to jot down notes, says tactical notes, and down here, Hebrews 4:12. So that's really cool. But anyway, it came in really cool packaging. Everything was nicely wrapped. And the reason I'm going over this is just to give you guys, you know, a heads up of the type of quality and attention to detail this guy's putting into his stuff. I also have a wallet that he's putting out. I'm going to do a separate review on that. But anyway, when you order one of these strops, you're going to get an option to add stropping compound to it. So stropping compound looks like such. He sent this. He defaults to white. He'll send you the white stropping compound, but you can order it in green, red, blue, whatever other colors they have. I've only really ever seen the red, green, and white. I think they have black maybe. But if you're not familiar with stropping compound, it's basically like a wax that has a grit to it, and that grit almost acts like a polishing stone or any kind of sharpening stone. The different colors correspond with the different, I think they call it micron. Basically, like grits on sandpaper, white is coarse, green is fine, I believe red is super fine, or maybe it's super coarse, I don't remember which. But I think it says in the drop down when you order it, but you can get the stropping compound with it to put on here. So on their website, or on his website, he shows the preferred way to load your strop, and by load I mean put your stropping compound on it. So there's a couple of different techniques. He recommends to heat up the surface with a hair dryer first, which I would also recommend. You heat up the surface, and the stropping compound, it's like a wax. It feels like a crayon, but it's a little bit more chalky. So it's hard to apply. You can't just sit there and just rub it on. I saw in one of Jay Davis's videos, he did it really, really fast, and it actually created a lot of friction, and the heat from the friction you did from the speed of it actually helped it absorb into the leather. So the purpose behind heating up with a hair dryer is it heats up the surface, and it's going to melt that wax down into the leather a little bit better. And that's going to, because the more you use it, the more compound is going to come off or come out of the leather, and you got to reapply it every so often. And eventually layers of carbon build up. You have to cover it up with more compound, and so on and so forth. But by heating it up, it's going to make that compound stick in the leather a little bit better. I'm just going to give you guys a brief demonstration of how I do it. I don't have a hair dryer out here with me, so I'm just going to do this on the fly. But you're going to take it with green and red. You're going to see it a little bit better. But it's going on there. You just do it kind of fast. Like I said, it's going to the friction's going to kind of make it melt into the leather. But anyway, whoops. I'm just going to give you just a brief demonstration. You're obviously going to do that until the whole surface is covered. And the cool thing about the way that he has these holes is that once you have the compound in it, and you can see pictures up on his site and in his YouTube videos, the compound is going to show through those holes. If you have green, red, even white's going to show through a little bit because you're going to apply it better than I just did. But it's going to show through, so if you have multiple bracelets, you can load different bracelets with different grits of your compound, and they're going to give you different results. Like I said, some polish. This is going to be a lot more abrasive, and it's going to take off burrs a lot faster than the green compound. But it's going to allow you to, as a quick visual reference, okay, this is my, my ultra polish compound, or this is my coarse compound. So if you have multiple bracelets, load them with multiple things, wear them different days for different tasks. So that's really cool. And also, since you'll be able to see it, if it's green, it's going to show through green. It's going to give you a kind of a cool color contrast with the leather. So that's pretty cool. A lot of you guys have seen it on, but I'll just go ahead and put it on. The button snap closure is amazing. They're super high quality. They rattle a little bit, but not too much. It looks really good. It's not too wide. So it's still very masculine looking, but it's not, like I said, so wide like those thick leather bracelets with the studs and everything like I actually used to wear, where you can't hardly bend your wrist. But they're extremely smooth and extremely comfortable. Love the finish on that leather. But it's so comfortable to wear and looks really good. And this is the medium. Like I said, he's changing the sizes. So really good if you're a camper, an outdoorsman, anything like that, and you have hunting knives or camping knives, and you want them to be sharp all the time. We always want our knives to be as sharp as they can be at any given time. That's just a knife guy thing. So this is going to give you that capability. Same reason you'd wear a paracord bracelet in the event you really need paracord. I know this isn't a survival tool, but it's going to help keep your knives, it's going to keep your edge up to date, if you will. You're going to be able to keep up with your edge on the go. Super cool idea. But he definitely recommends, and same thing, take something like the surface of a table to put this on. And like I said, you can double that over and use this as a kind of like a handle. Do that. And then you're going to take your knife and you're just going to, at least how I do it. Everybody strops differently. This is how I strop. You're going to match the apex of your edge. You're going to match the edge angle to the strop. Sometimes go even a little bit lower. Not more steep, but more shallow, because the leather will actually compress and conform to the edge. So if you strop too hard or if you strop at the wrong angle, you're actually going to round off the edge of your blade. But just do that. Even passes on both sides. Like I said, when you put enough white compound especially on here, you're going to start seeing the carbon build up. Guys may be able to see it start to turn gray. But I didn't put a whole lot on there. I was just giving you guys a brief demonstration and just wanted to explain stropping a little bit if you guys weren't familiar. But super cool product, guys. I highly recommend, if you're a knife guy, especially if you like leather products and handmade products and just really high quality stuff like this. And like I said, it's going to strop your knives. How cool is that? One thing I forgot to mention is that the edges on this are nicely finished. I forgot the process that's called, but where the leather is like almost burned and polished. You guys can help me out on that. But very smooth and cool. And also by this extra piece of material going over the inside of it, that's so that you can load the backside of it with compound, and it's not going to get on your wrist. And it also makes this double thick. So very cool. But anyway, guys, highly recommend this. This is a super high quality product, made very well by a knife guy for knife guys like us. And all the best products for us are made that way. But anyway, check him out. Go to his website and look these up. He has a couple of other, or he has a wallet, and I believe coming out with a couple more products. These are going on his website right now for $34.99, and for a custom piece of leather, I think that's a fair price. Yeah, guys, highly recommend it if you're looking into leather gear. Super comfortable bracelet, looks really good, and it serves a great function. Just so cool. A lot of thought went into this. But anyway, guys, highly recommend it. Go check it out. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments box. Alright, guys, have a great rest of your night. Stay safe, stay sharp, and God bless. Sherman614, peace.